going insane. Take it, Dickie. Take it, Dickie. Some people like the Zumba, not us. We like the improv.
Like the
That's right. I like people air punching me in the face. Because her name is Roxy. She made a comeback last week. You and her coach. Bobbing and jabbing. Are we live? What's going on?
We're live.
Oh
yeah.
Oh man. What's happening this week?
Yes.
No rain.
This week, we got a special show for you. We're gonna do a little dealing with the devil. But first, we'd like to say hello to everybody who's joined us live, and to our guest star, Dickie D.
Dickie D in the house.
Hey y'all.
Downtown Freddie Who.
Downtown, uptown.
Downtown, uptown. So we're going to do a loosely improvised sketch for you as we do each week. If we have any time left over, we will do some scenes based on audience suggestions. So this is the time for you to put a suggestion in the chat and let us know what you'd like us to see. Now, I am going to go off screen and introduce to you the Devil's Podcast.
All right, here we go. The devil's having a technical difficulty here. Just 1 second.
The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal.
Oh, there's so many souls in the Devil's Podcast. All right. Here we go. Welcome to the Devil's Podcast. I'm Freddie Who, otherwise known as the Devil. And don't know how I became the devil, but we have our technician extraordinaire, Sammy.
Hi all. I'm Samantha.
Hey, Samantha. How you feeling today?
Hi. Oh, I'm good, Devil. How are you today?
I'm doing all right. Actually, I feel a little crappy, you know. Got the podcast.
Oh,
I'm always excited for the podcast.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just wake up and, you know, honestly, you just feel like, you just don't feel like yourself, man. You know? You ever feel like that?
Today I feel like I'm having an out-of-body experience. Have you ever felt that, Devil?
I'm always out of body. I'm always out of body. That's my problem.
Where do you go when you're not in your body?
I'm kind of like everywhere, man. You know, sometimes you just feel like, you know, you just don't feel like yourself, you know, like I want to feel like this girl. That's how I feel sometimes. Like when people look at me, I feel like hot and just amazing. But in reality, I feel like this, you know?
Oh, that guy's nice.
I feel like that a lot, you know? You just feel sad and you don't know why. You don't know why you feel sad. You just feel sad. I'm going to pop off here. So, I don't know. I'm just thinking sometimes it's okay to feel sad. And
Devil, it is okay. This is hell. You feel sad if you need to.
Well, Sammy, that's why I love you, man. You know, man, woman, you're everything. So I'm just so thankful we have this podcast.
Yeah, and thank you to all the listeners out there.
Thank
Shout
you to
out
all
to everyone
Yes, to all the beings out there, the trillions and gazillions of beings listening into our podcast right now. This is for you. We're doing this all for you, baby, because we know you're suffering out there just like the rest of us. We're trying to have fun. We're trying to have fun. Sometimes it's hard, to be honest, right?
Oh, we have fun every day, Devil, don't we?
We do. We have fun every day, but sometimes, to be honest, like, hey, you remember that Red Hot Chili Pepper song, Under the Bridge, L.A.
That was about us, wasn't it?
That was about us.
Was that about us?
That's how I felt. That song spoke to me like my only friend was the city.
The city you live in?
Ironically, the city of angels.
The city of angels. Oh, I'm so lonely when I think about that.
That's me. That's me. I feel lonely, Hey, you know what? Tonight is brought by the sponsor time. Sponsor time. Sponsor time.
Oh, sponsor time. Who is our sponsor tonight?
Let me take a look here. Starts with F. You know who that is?
Who is it?
It's Fuck It All. Tonight's show, this podcast, The Devil's Podcast, is brought to you by Fuck It All. 500 milligrams of Fuck It All will give you the life that you desire. Have you ever taken Fuck It All? Sammy.
I have. It changed my life.
Oh, I think we have our first guest tonight.
Yes.
Somebody talking?
Welcome to the podcast.
Who said that? Man, I'm getting really fucking freaked out here.
Lisa.
Something just doesn't feel right. Who is it?
Lisa.
Just us, Lisa.
Who the hell
Hi,
are you?
Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. We're in your
And
meditation.
who the hell are you?
Samantha, you want to tell her who we are?
Yeah, I'm Samantha, and this is the Devil.
This is the Devil's Podcast. Congratulations. You're on the Devil's Podcast. That's right. You made it live, Lisa. Welcome. Welcome to the show.
Oh my God.
That's right. You're not in hell.
No, it's the Devil.
I'm the devil. You're not in hell. You're just on the Devil's Podcast. So just relax. It's all right.
How did I get here? I was just meditating.
Take a breath. Take a breath. Remember your meditation.
That's what always happens, Lisa.
We get a lot of meditators on the podcast. What were you meditating about?
Well, life has been a little rough.
Always rough, girl.
I just thought I would, try the spiritual life. I come out to Taos. I heard the air is clear out here, and I could turn my life around if I, just come and get my Zen on. So yeah,
we get a lot of guests from Taos.
So that's
all. A little bit of I have to call you a little bit of bullshit, Lisa. Sammy and I know why you're there. Okay, I'm the devil. Come on, man. We know what's going on. Listen, you took a wrong turn during the meditation, and now you're on the Devil's Podcast. The reason why you're on the podcast is to better all the beings out there, the trillions of beings out there who are listening in who need your help. So cut the bullshit.
You're live, Lisa.
Trillions of people are watching?
Well, no, not just people, trillions of beings. Okay.
I was gonna say, I thought there was only like 7.7 billion people on the planet.
Yeah, most of the beings listening in right now are maggots and crickets and bugs and all that stuff, and a handful of humans. But listen, we're all suffering. We know you've got shit going on.
Well,
so spread the news. What's going on? What's going on with you, Elrain? I see you shaking when you're meditating.
honestly, I have this tremendous guilt,
What's going on with the guilt?
and I haven't been able to shake it in years. You see, I mean, I made a mistake, and it cost someone all of his money.
You made a mistake.
Everything.
So what'd you do?
Yes, sir.
Did you use all this guy's cash or something? What's going on with that? Like, how'd you blow all this cash?
No, no, I didn't. Honestly, I don't think I belong on this show. I mean, it was an honest mistake, but the guilt, it's been eating at me for years, and I'm really not sure how I took this wrong turn to your podcast, but you really think my story could help people?
Not just people, Lisa. Beings, trillions of beings who are listening. And look, listen, my board right here is just going off of the rocker. Everything's lighting up. People, they all want to know what's going on. How did you screw this guy? Did you kill him? Did you take his money? Did you? What happened?
Devil, I'm gonna connect you. I'm gonna connect you with your first caller. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, I have with me today Jerry from Kalamazoo, and Jerry is a grasshopper, and I'm gonna connect him right now. Hi Lisa, my name's Jerry.
Jerry, welcome to the podcast.
Hey, thank you, Devil. Long time listener, first time caller here, Devil.
We love you. We love you, Jerry.
Oh, and we love you. Listen, I'm wondering what Lisa has to say about ruining someone's life and how she feels about it and what she did. Can you tell me?
Well, it all happened
Come
it all
on,
happened
Lisa.
back in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, the city of
Yes.
angels.
He was an executive, and I worked for him. He was kind of a big, scary guy, but I was trying to do my best for him. I was as an accountant, and something just went really wrong one day.
Well, I'll tell you what, Lisa, let's use the devil powers and take you back. We're going to take you back. We're going to take you back. We're going to take you flashback. Oh, I see this guy right here. Looks like he's kind of a rich dude and sort of a no nonsense kind of entrepreneur. I'm interested to see how
it's been the best year ever for Ricardo Montenegro. I have made billions of dollars this year. I can't wait to spend it and show everybody else how much money I have. This has been the best year of my life. I can't wait to file my tax return and pay no taxes at all. Lisa, get in here. It's time to sign my tax return. Where are you?
All right, I'm coming, boss. Hang on.
Every minute that you delay costs me $7,000. Do you know how much money I make?
Oh no, I don't know. And I'm having technical difficulties. I'm in the studio, sir.
What is that green dress you're wearing? Much better, much better. We don't tolerate that here. This is a no-nonsense business. If you want a nonsense business, you can go to Disneyland across the street, but this is a no-nonsense business.
Well, sir, you know, they have a saying. Well, the devil's in the details. And I have to talk to you about the tax return I filed on your behalf.
Yes, what is it? Are you going to tell me how much money I made? Because I already know that. I'm making $7,000. Since you walked in the door, I've earned $18,000.
Actually, I put a decimal in the wrong place, sir. And you owe $750,000 in back taxes.
You
little-
what? How can you do this?
The auditor, you know, I made that one little mistake, and then they took the opportunity to go back over 10 years of your tax returns. And apparently, sir, you've been cheating on them.
Of course I've been cheating. I'm rich. How dare you, Lisa? I curse you. From hell's depths, I stab at you. My money is the most important thing in the world, and you have taken it from me. Get out of here. I never want to see you again.
Oh my God.
I will make you pay for this. I know you can't afford it, but somehow you will pay for this. You and your children and your children's children. Go to hell.
Oh man, that's rich. I see how this is all playing out. I see why. I see why you're meditating there, Lisa. You know, to be honest with you, when you lose a guy's money, you're messing up his life. That's what you're doing. Okay. Doesn't matter if you're a grasshopper, a human being, or a maggot. Okay. You could be a grasshopper. All right. Right, Jerry? Jerry listening in, I know he is. You could be a grasshopper. All right.
Oh,
Some
yeah, you
guy
could be a grasshopper.
comes along, takes your grain. What do you have left? You're going to starve. Let's see if we can bring Lisa back here. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to dial in Ricardo. Let's bring Ricardo to the podcast here and see what we can do. Let's see what happened to Ricardo. He lost all his money. Probably ended up on the streets. I don't know. You know what you do on the streets? Survive the best you can. Sometimes you got nothing but a penny, maybe even less. You know, you're asking people for gas money. You don't got no car, but you're asking people for gas money. And you're wondering when you're going to get your next meal. It's a tough life. But we're going to dial in Ricardo here. We're going to dial in Ricardo. We're going to dial him in. Boom! Wake up, baby, Ricardo.
Where am I?
I am the devil. And you are on the Devil's Podcast. How you feeling? How you feeling?
Devil's Podcast?
Yeah, the
I
Devil's
always
Podcast.
feel good.
That's right. Like it or not, you know you've been listening in every night you go to bed, don't you? That's right.
You know I do.
That's right. So how you feeling, man?
So why have you brought me here?
I brought you here because something happened years ago and somebody effed you up. Any idea who that would be?
Of course you must be referring to Lisa.
You're right.
I know what
There she
you're
is.
talking about.
Yeah.
Lisa is the one.
Ricardo?
Lisa For all these years, I've thought about nothing else.
I haven't thought about
how
anything else
you
either.
took everything away from me. I thought about what you did. You took every single penny away from my gigantic assets. And then I realized, once it was all gone, what was left was me. And I found myself. I found myself, Lisa.
You mean you're okay?
No,
All
Lisa,
these years.
I'm more than okay. I am whole now.
This is beautiful.
I always wanted to tell you how sorry that I am for making that mistake. And all these years, I've just been carrying this weight. But I see you, and isn't this funny? You, me, we're on the podcast, we're both wearing beanies. How did
You
we
must have
end
found
up?
spiritual enlightenment too. Why else would you wear a beanie?
I thought if I put the beanie on, it would bring spiritual enlightenment.
And
I
has
don't
it?
think the beanie actually worked. But seeing you now, seeing your face and seeing how you glow, somehow I feel like maybe it was all just divine intervention. It was just meant to be.
Lisa, let me tell you something. Let me tell you the story of how I found this beanie. After I fired you, I walked out the door after I fired you, knowing that I could never go back to that office, for everything was gone. And I walked down the street, and I was under the bridge. You know the bridge in the city of angels.
Los Angeles.
And I looked down, and I saw this beanie. And I picked it up, and I thought, this beanie will cover my head, will cover my hair. This beanie can encapsulate not just my head, but my soul, my very soul. And in doing so, I cast off the Ricardo Montenegro, who for so many years had been cankered and sucked dry by the wealth that enslaved me.
Yes.
And with that, with this very beanie, I was made free.
That's such a beautiful story. So Ricardo is gone. What do you go by now?
No more will I be known as Ricardo. For one thing, I've cast off that identity so the IRS can't find me. But for another thing, I have also cast off that identity to enlighten my soul. And now I am known simply as D.
Delight, delight.
I'm
D.
L. L for light.
L.
This is beautiful.
L.
This is beautiful.
D, what do you say that we, get out of here?
Let's go,
Devil's
L.
kind of a bore.
Let's blow this joint.
Yeah.
See you later,
sell
devil.
You back. We're going to send you back to the meditation, Lisa. All right. That's what happens every night on the Devil's Podcast. Looks like tonight's show is all wrapped up. We'd like to thank all the beings out there, the trillions and quadrillions of beings listening in. Remember, our show tonight was brought to you by Fuck It All. Use it responsibly and have the life you've always wanted. Sammy, what
Thanks,
happened?
everybody.
Yes, right, Sammy. Use Fuck It All wisely, because if you don't, we'll send you to hell. Woohoo!
Nice job,
All right.
everybody, and scene. Oh, welcome back.
Welcome back. That's right.
Wow, Lisa had quite the trip there.
Yeah, that's what Lisa does, man. So
Yes, in more ways than one.
Da-da-da. All right, we have a suggestion and we have about 5 minutes left. So we're going to do a scene. The audience has suggested that the only seat left on the bus is next to a man who is talking to himself.
Billy said to me, you know what Billy said? He said to me, man, where'd you put that glass? What glass? I said, I got the glass. Got your lip marks on it.
Excuse me, sir.
Can't you see I'm talking to this guy right now? You got talking about my
Well,
glass.
Actually, this is the only seat left in the bus, and I need to sit there. Will you please let me sit down?
Who are you? Yeah, want to sit down here?
It doesn't matter who I am.
Yeah, sure it matters.
There's an open seat on the bus next to you, and
yeah, what do you want for it? What do you want for the seat?
I want to sit down. Look, don't make me stand, sir.
Lady, what kind of deodorant you use? Oh, why you hurt me like that? Oh, you could have used some
Hey,
deodorant.
Why don't you be a gentleman? Get off the seat and quit pranking around and just let me have the seat.
All right. Go ahead, have a seat. Go ahead, have a seat. You don't have to stand there showing your arm.
Thank you. I'll have a seat.
Edit. Can't hear you, bro.
Oh, this bus is so loud. I said that was really nice of you to give up your seat.
Yeah, I gave it up because that crazy dude was, giving that lady a hard time.
Yeah, I didn't want to get anywhere near there.
Oh, me neither, man.
Have you seen that guy before?
Yeah. Actually, he used to be the bus driver before he got fired.
He drove this bus?
He drove this bus? Yeah. Every night.
Then why is he driving it? Why is he still riding it?
Well, you didn't hear that story? He ran over.
No.
Yeah, it made the news. There was a Girl Scout selling Girl Scout cookies. He driving the bus.
Excuse me, you two.
Yeah.
Do any of you know where the stop is for 4th Street? Where's the 4th Street? Yeah. I need to get off at 4th, and I'm new on this route.
I think that last stop was 4th Street.
Oh.
You know what? You get off at the next stop, and it's only like 4 or 5 blocks.
Oh, crap. Okay, I'll get off.
Yeah, you'll notice it's the stop that the guy sitting down right there gets off at.
Oh.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who's talking to himself. Yeah, you can't miss it.
Hey, bro, good talking to you, man. This is my stop right here.
Have a good day.
All right, take care. See you tomorrow, man.
You too.
Just another day on the bus. Just another day at drive-through improv. All right, do we have our music, Maestro?
Well, let's see. I'm gonna try to get the music going.
Well, we can make our own music.
We can make our own music, but here we go. Here we go.
remember to join us. Thank you for everyone who joined us today and gave a suggestion in the chat. We appreciate that. Remember, the devil made us do it. And we hope you enjoyed the Devil's Podcast. We'll be back next week, 9 p.m. Pacific time, Wednesday night, right through Improv. Good night, everybody. Thank you, Vicky D. Freddie.